Uber will be paying comfort drivers a net $36 per hour for some specific requests. They're calling the ride option hourly, and today we'll discuss the details. They announced this new hourly option in a post on their website. They describe hourly as a new way to ride without having to re-request a trip at each location you visit. And they say this new feature is arriving as a flexible option if and when you need a little extra time running errands, taking a loved one to and from a doctor's appointment, or getting things done. The cost is $50 per hour with mileage overage varying by city, and riders can book in hourly increments. And again, the only cars offered will be comfort cars. And they have successfully piloted this hourly option in cities across Australia, Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. So right off the bat, I'm not exactly sure what type of rider this hourly option appeals to. $50 is a lot of money to pay for a ride. Even if you have multiple stops, that's still a lot of money. And my assumption is that wait times for rides currently during this pandemic can be pretty high, so this guarantees specific riders that they will have a driver for a full hour at least. Now, as far as drivers, I'm sure you have a lot of questions. They have created an FAQ on their website, and we'll take a look at that. Again, hourly is only available to Uber Comfort drivers, and drivers that would like to receive these rides will need to opt in. The requests will show up as hourly on the offer card in the driver app. The rider's requested number of hours and max trip mileage will be shown at the bottom of the offer card. Your rider is asked to call or message you to discuss trip details, including the number of desired stops after you accept. And you can cancel for any reason with no impact to your driving experience. So with these requests, not only will the trip details be shown on the offer card, but the rider is also asked to call you to discuss the trip details. And after that, after you've gotten all that information, you can still cancel if you'd like to. Riders may request multiple stops and update those in-app during the trip. So riders do have the option to update stops in-app during a trip, but hopefully they have discussed those details with you prior to you coming and picking them up. Alright, and this is important, hourly is not yet available for trips to or from the airport. So no airport trips at all, or with destinations outside your city's service area. As far as trip duration, riders can request between 1 and 7 hours. Trips that reach 8 hours will automatically end in the app. Now, as far as the pricing information, it states drivers will earn a minimum of at least $36 per hour after a 28% service fee for each hour requested by the rider. If the trip exceeds the time or distance requested by the rider and accepted by the driver, drivers will earn overages. And there's also an asterisk by that 28% service fee, and it reads, on each hourly trip, riders pay drivers $50 per hour with a 1 hour minimum. And Uber charges drivers a per trip service fee of 28%, which means drivers per hour net earnings will be a minimum of $36. Alright, so my interpretation is drivers are going to earn at least $36 for every single one of these trips that they accept. And as far as the mileage maximums, they'll differ per city. But for example, Washington, D.C. has a mileage maximum of 30 miles, so any mile above 30 miles will be an overage. And for the cities that this is available in, the maximum miles will be anywhere from 25 to 40 miles. And we'll leave a link to this FAQ in the description. And hourly is launching in 12 cities initially: Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, Washington, D.C., Houston, Miami, Orlando, Philadelphia, Phoenix, Seattle, Tacoma, and Tampa Bay. Alright, so there's the new hourly option. Again, I'm not sure what type of rider this appeals to. $50 minimum for a ride is a lot of money, but for you comfort drivers, what do you think of this option, and do you plan on opting in? Thanks again for watching, guys. Please like, comment, or subscribe, and stay healthy. Thanks.